I will start by saying I have a big fear of doppelgangers. The very notion of running into your exact replica is haunting to me. This is probably brought on by some traumatic experiences I had at school. You see, there were these two identical twins in my year who would pretend to be each other sometimes. They would prank people, one acting nice and the other acting mean, trying not to be seen together so they could swap roles. And that always stayed with me. But I digress. On this particular day, I had just woken up. Walking down the hallway to the bathroom, I could see the hallway window, which looked down onto the garden. There in the garden was my mom. She was just standing there, her back turned away from me. She was in this colorful patterned dress, her hair in its natural ponytail. It all seemed perfectly normal, and I didn't think much of it. I walked into the bathroom and started to brush my teeth. I glanced at the bathroom window. A leaf or two were stuck there against the pane. It was really windy outside. I could see the trees' leaves shaking. I looked down, and strangely, my mom hadn't moved from the spot I had seen her standing in before. She was still just standing there, looking at the same direction. Something unnerved me about this. The way she was so rigid. She wasn't moving or shifting weight from one leg to another in any way that was natural. She was just still. That wasn't what really scared me, though. Everything in the garden, the bushes, trees, and grass, were moving because it was windy. But not my mom. Her hair, her dress, it was all perfectly still, not affected at all by the wind. I had this horrible feeling. I walked out of my bathroom a second later, and I saw my mom walking down the stairs, facing away from me in that same colorful patterned dress. I screamed and completely jumped into the air. What I was seeing was impossible. My mom was outside in the garden a second ago, and now she was inside walking down the stairs? I called out, "Mom!" but she didn't acknowledge me. She walked downstairs and off to the kitchen. As I came downstairs rather sheepishly after her, I peered into the kitchen. I was rationalizing on overdrive, telling myself I must have imagined my mom in the garden, and she must not have heard me just now when I called her name. I called out to her again. "Mom!" I said, and walked into the kitchen. But she wasn't there. I ran around searching through the house, but there was no one home. Then I heard the front door click. I turned, and there was Mom, dressed in her purple anorak, holding two shopping bags, her hair down, styled from a recent trip to the hairdresser. She could see I was just staring at her, confused. I said, "Did you just get back?" And she nodded mockingly, holding the shopping bags. "No, I'm on holiday," she said, and walked past me into the kitchen. I told her what I'd seen, and she said it was all very strange, but put it down to the fact that I had just woken up. Likely some prolonged dream. To this day, I'm absolutely terrified I will see my mom's doppelganger again, just standing somewhere in that patterned dress, facing away from me, not moving. Just there, nearby. That was a clip from my channel, Scary Fairy Godmother, where I narrate true fairy encounter stories just like this one, submitted by subscribers, and some spooky fairy fiction as well. For more, follow the link on screen or in the description and join our spooky fairy family.